Here's an update on Matt's cane training. Come check it out.
Reach for the stars, 'cause we're aiming high.
Hi, and welcome back to another Blind to Billionaire video. This is Corey, and I wanted to talk about Matt and his O&M training and kind of how it's going and give you guys an update from my perspective. So it's been going well. He's been doing it for a few months. He did take a short break because it's winter here and they were doing industrial training outside, and it's like 0 degrees out. So, I mean, now it's better, but it was like 0 degrees out, so he couldn't do it. And so some things that I've noticed is that, kind of specifically just like a little thing that happened that I thought was cool is we were at the gym the other day and he had forgotten to bring his cane with. And I mean, previously, like, he used to never like to have his cane. And we were walking up and down the steps and he was like, oh gosh, like I just feel like so much safer with the cane, and like this is so much harder. I wish I had my cane. And I just thought that that was really good because it's like, you know what? It's nice to see how much the canes helped him, and also to see just kind of that like random awesome benefit that he feels safer and that he feels more confident with it, which I think is really cool. Another thing that I noticed is we went to his niece's volleyball game the other day, and I was with him the whole time, but he brought his cane with, and I thought that was kind of neat on a few levels. One, I thought it was good because it helps him navigate in a crowd. Even with me, it still helps, and it helps to identify him so that if he bumps into somebody, it's not a big deal. But the other thing I thought that was kind of cool, and I actually didn't talk to him about this, is I thought it was neat because I feel like it's good that he's comfortable being like like having a visual symbol of his blindness in public around people and not feeling bad and feeling like, hey, this is me, this is what I need. And I just thought that that was really cool, and it was different for us to kind of have him use the cane when we were together like that. And I just kind of admired that, but I didn't really talk to him about it because I didn't want to make a big thing. But I thought that was a kind of a cool thing. And I feel like in general, I noticed that he goes out and gets the mail every day, which is really nice. I just feel like in general, he's more confident. I feel like he has just like learned a lot of skills. I think he's kind of becoming more confident being like blind in the community, if that's like the way to say that. And I just like really appreciate all the things he's learning. And I'm excited to kind of see this summer what happens in terms of his like going out on walks alone and like that kind of thing once we can kind of get out more now that the snow is going away. Another thing that I wanted to bring up that I thought was cool is the other day, well, it was like maybe a month ago, we were at an airport and I saw a blind person in the airport. And whenever I see somebody with a cane, I was kind of excited because it's like, oh my gosh, there's like somebody else out there. And so I tell Matt, because he doesn't know that there's a blind person. And so I went to use the restroom, and the other blind person was kind of nearby, but like we didn't want to like bug her. We never know if we should talk to people who are blind just because they're blind. I always want to go up to them. We both do, but we just never know if we should be like, hey, like, are you, Matt's blind, like I'm blind. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but it's just a cool, like, it's kind of unique, and it just seems like we always like to talk to people. So long story short, I came out of the bathroom, and Matt and that girl, like the other blind person, they were talking, and it was so cool because it was like he found somebody because he was using his cane. He had his cane out, she had her cane out. He heard her like tapping to near him because she was looking for an outlet, and he like unknowingly was standing by an outlet, and they just started like a conversation, and I didn't jump into the conversation because I didn't want to intrude, because I thought it was cool that like he found his own person. And I just think that that's helped him be more confident and independent. I think because when I'm with, I'm kind of, I'm outgoing, and I think that I kind of take over, and he knows that I do. And so it was cool that he could find kind of his own people this way. And not just blind people, but just like in general, like socially, it's just been really, really cool for him. And I'm just really proud of kind of how that's gone. So I think that's like, he's just doing a really good job. So I just wanted to kind of share how it's going with Matt, and I'd love to know how you guys are doing. If you have any tips or advice, maybe what you guys have thought when you've had like blind family members going out and about. I would say that sometimes I think I feel like maybe like a tiny bit nervous if he's doing crazy stuff, or like when he talks about crossing the street. I mean, I sort of get nervous, but the thing is Matt isn't meant to like be caged. He's not meant to be trapped here. He's meant to be free and live his life, and he's meant to go on adventures and be independent, just like all of you. And while I want Matt to be safe, he's taking those steps to be safe. He's taking those steps with the trainer to be more independent and learn how to navigate independently and be safe while he's doing it. And so I just feel like it's more important for Matt to take a few risks and be independent and live his life and be free than it is for him to be like at our house where he's safe, but he's not happy all the time because he's stuck here. So that's kind of my 2 cents, is I just want Matt to be free and happy, and the cane is giving it to him. One thing I haven't really talked to him about specifically is he's over the years has talked about being like trapped and feeling like he's in a cage and like he doesn't have like independence and like that he's frustrated by that. And I'm not totally sure. We haven't really talked about that in a little while, but I'm curious to talk to him and see like, does he feel like more free? Does he feel less trapped with the amount of cane training he currently has? So there's that. My shout out today is going to Yuki. Yuki with RP. It's YUKI with RP. And she just made a video because she has been on the Grand Princess cruise ship that has been waiting outside of California because of the coronavirus. So Yuki is finally getting off the ship today. We're super, super excited for her. She has to be quarantined again at like an undisclosed location. There's just like a ton of crazy stuff happening in the world right now. And so I wanted to give a shout out to Yuki. If you're able to watch, if you're watching, we all say hi. We all wish you well. You're going on, I mean, this is quite this journey that you've been on, and it's been really interesting to hear about it. So check out Yuki's channel. She's made a video about kind of what it's like to be on the ship and like be quarantined in her room. I can't even imagine. So thank you guys so much for being here. I just like love hearing from you all, and we just really, really appreciate just all of you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You can't wait to see me now, 'cause lately you